I've always enjoyed playing classics that have been touched up with a new coat of paint. The thrill of rediscovering your favorite games and movies is something wonderfully nostalgic. Some other times, though, it makes you question your earlier impressions. Grim Fandango has been sitting in the shadows for 15 years, and Double Fine Productions just released its remastered version. Originally released by LucasArts, this game didn't do well financially. Some even think its financial failure may have contributed to the decline in the adventure genre. Despite its lackluster sales, it's found only positive reviews and a cult following. Once again, we'll enter the world of Tim Schafer's film noir-inspired Underworld, and we'll see if it's still holding some life, or if it's pushing up daisies. The story takes place in the afterlife, where lost souls arrive to discover their fate through the Department of Death. You play as Manny Calavera, an agent for the department who helps the recently deceased with a swift journey through to the Ninth Underworld.
Intimidating me, but I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera.
Manny notices he never gets any worthy souls, and he can't build up enough in commissions to pay off his earthly debts. It's not until he starts digging around for clues that he realizes something is amiss. The tale is familiar, but keeps the player engaged in its outcome. It spans several years, making it feel more epic and grand in scale, as Manny searches for a truly righteous woman who was denied her one-way ticket to finality. The character interactions are funny, dialogue fulfilling and snappy.
I could have been homecoming queen if I'd just smile once in a while. She always said, a smile is the most important part of any outfit. Well, maybe I would have smiled more, Mom, if you hadn't drank so much. Was I supposed to smile when the cops called us in the middle of the night to tell us to come get you out of the drunk tank? And I'd be wearing my homecoming queen crown and eating figs and
figs.
It'll have you chuckling to yourself constantly. Every character is memorable, none more important than your lead character Manny, who fits in well with the dry humor familiar to fans of scum and point-and-click adventures.
And who would you say that would be, Calavera? Who would you say is the best lawyer you know in all the land of the dead?
Well, the best lawyer would have to be a dead lawyer.
Well, that narrows it down to just about everybody here in the land of the dead.
Your comedic partner in crime is Glottis, a friendly and naive demon with a car obsession, plays well off of Manny. His character model isn't that great, but his antics are so funny.
Okay, just give me a second to balance these doggies. Hey, Manny! What are you doing? That was a dirty trick, Manny.
Oh, it was an accident. I bumped the switch with my elbow.
Oh, okay.
There's just so much charm to this game. It's dripping with style. The remastered version helps with smoothing out graphics, but even without it, this game looks amazing. The Mayan-inspired imagery alone, with its Art Deco execution, creates a lasting and timeless tone. Games that look this good, you would be certain that the designers cared more about style over substance, but this simply isn't the case. The game plays well, especially considering the time frame it came out. The puzzles are engaging and will make you think. You do experience moments of, okay, what am I missing? But those who stick it out without consulting a walkthrough won't feel cheated. There always seems to be enough clues to figure out even the toughest of puzzles. Beginners of the adventure genre may find greater difficulty, however. One downside newer gamers will hate is that this game doesn't offer an autosave feature. Sure, we can say it pays homage to games of old, but today it just feels outdated and unwanted, especially since there's not many reasons to ever look back. If Grim Fandango is being updated to modern times, why keep a product from the past that clearly isn't desired? Playing on the PS4 though, the added analog controlling feels great. Manny looks around the environment at things that you can interact with. I can say, however, that the driving controls feel absolutely broken after spending the game running around freely. It switches back to tank controls without warning. Every time I hopped into a vehicle, I would fail to gain control of the vehicle or my laughter. Interestingly, Double Fine even has an achievement for playing the game with classic tank controls, though only the truly devoted would ever even attempt this. It's a shame because the game seems to have only received a visual upgrade. Manny bamps around the map at some points, completely breaking your immersion. It may have broke my concentration a few times, but it never really killed the game for me. I just would have loved to see them fix these graphical hiccups. Now, the sound design is top-notch. The voice acting still works well to this day, and the musical arrangements have been remastered as well as the graphics.
I'm sorry, sir. 13 is the winning number. Better luck next time, eh?
That does it! That Calavera's getting too big for his britches. I don't like raiding businesses and shutting them down, but someone's got to teach Manuel a lesson in law and order.
The tracks were performed by the Melbourne Symphony, who worked on Broken Age as well. Their work shines through and brings a welcome addition to appreciators of video game soundtracks. Recently, we've all seen an influx of revisited classics, but this one is worth the price to new players. If you've already played this game, you may want to pop in the original. I can't imagine most replaying this game after finishing it the first time, so it's nice that there's audio commentary for those who really want to explore the mind of Schafer. This is something I feel the game industry really needs. I don't imagine most will take advantage of this option, but I do love it when game directors share their insights with fans. This release does breathe new life into this classic game, and will be enjoyable for longtime gamers and new. Just don't expect anything groundbreaking. Its tongue-in-cheek humor will win over most and deliver a fun experience to those who are willing to relearn 90s game theory. If you enjoy point-and-click adventures or comical games in general, most will get real enjoyment out of this classic, and it's not quite dead yet. I hope you've enjoyed my weekly review show. If you want more Trevor Talks, why don't you subscribe by hopping on the bandwagon? I'm Trevor.